Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be doing a sort of challenge thing, and also it's kind of going to be like tips and tricks on how to build. But I'm going to get True Fractal, who is sitting right next to me at the moment, to give me a block that you generally don't use in Minecraft, and I'm going to build like with it as part of my like color scheme sort of thing. And yeah, that's basically the plan. So, Fractal, what is the block?
I've got something very, very difficult for you that, like, no one ever will use, probably, in a build, unless they're forced to. It is End Portal Frame. Let's see what you can do with that.
Alright, so this will only be possible in creative mode.
Of course.
I might use that. Yeah, I think I'll just use the regular mushroom blocks. So I'm gonna look at the sort of shape I want. I think I kind of want it to be like... Okay. Need more stairs of some kind. What kind of stairs do we have here? I could use birch stairs. I wonder what sort of door I'll use though. I might go with the birch door for now, but I don't know how well. I don't know if I'll keep it. It's looking a little weird. I gotta say, I don't think I like those waxed oxidized copper stuff. I think the copper is kind of difficult to build with, because of just like the way it's designed. Yeah, I mean, these end portal frames are a little difficult to build with, because like they're this strange sort of shape and their color works differently with things. Wonder if I should get glass. Ooh, so I like this white stained glass pane actually for the windows on the sides. But what does that look like from the inside, though? Oh, that looks fine. Looks fine from the inside. I'm just figuring this as I go along. I think I might want to make this actually go out one further. Kind of like that. Alright, so it doesn't look that great yet, but now it's time to work on the finer details. I think it's looking a little better than it was before, but I think this roof needs to be fixed up, because I actually don't like that. I might have to make it go up like that, using bottom slabs. That means there'll be a slight gap in the roof, but it's like, I don't think it's a big deal, because I mean, we have a bit of a gap in there. That's not a problem. So sometimes gaps like aren't problems. Ooh, but that does look a little strange. I think that looks kind of cool, and it's not fully just out above from the rest of the thing. And the inside is very light. What about the floor and the outer decorations? I don't know what I want for that. Ooh, I wonder if I have stripped birch. Alright, so I kind of like this, but I feel like it needs some carpet. Moss carpet. Ooh, I kind of like the way the moss carpet looks as just a regular carpet, because like it's like those rugs with like hair on it. But like also, so another like tip for building is if you use multiple different like alternating things, then alternating items or blocks or whatever, then it'll look better, because it has like, well, I mean, maybe not necessarily It depends on what you're going for, like what you're aiming for. But to me, I think I really like the look of when you have multiple alternating blocks. Like all of this, you can see it's like you got the portal frames and stone bricks, and that's like birch. It's a ton of different stuff just all over the place. And I like the way it looks. So if this is supposed to be a carpet, I don't really want it to be covering up the entire floor, because then what's the point of me putting the floor there in the first place? But I also don't want it to just be like not there. So if we're missing like the carpet when we come in, that's not what I want. But I feel like that looks alright for the inside. Doesn't have any like decorations, but that means I want to move that. I think, what if I have like potted plants? Oh, that's trippy. It's always facing to your left. Okay. The white part of the flower is always facing to your left because of like the design on the flower. You see that stuff is white over here, but if you move over here, it's completely different. It just, like, what? Like, how does that work? But whatever. I think this is looking kind of cool. Now we just need like decorations on the insides. I wonder if like we can have light. I think I'm gonna go with the regular lantern. Because the soul lanterns just have a slightly different vibe. But yeah, this is looking pretty nice, I'd say. Alright, so we got like a couple tables. Let's get like some quartz stairs going in here. It's a little cozy. I mean, I guess with a table this small, I could have fences. Alright, so it's like we're sitting at a nice table. There's a table over here. I don't think I want to put a table over here, but that means I want to add like something else in the corners. What sort of design sort of things can I get in there? I think green looks best. It's weird that you can't just place the candles in midair, but they will stay in midair even if you dig the block underneath them. I find that a little weird, but it's all good. What if I put bookshelves? I feel like it makes it possibly a little cramped in there though, because it's like kind of like an entry hall. But then you have like bookshelves. It's a little bit of a small house, but I kind of like that. I kind of like the bookshelf. So this is where people might sit. Actually, we don't have chairs here. We don't have chairs. So this is where people might sit just while they're enjoying like a morning coffee or something, and they can look out the window, see the sunrise, and enough like place for two people to sit there. And then this is where they have like the dinner table or whatever. There's no like kitchen, but I mean, who needs a kitchen? Like, come on. Alright, so basically the tips and tricks that we learned in this video are texture, which was achieved in this one with things like the walls, the flower pot itself adds texture, the stairs, and I mean, like, look at that. Just look at that. I think that looks amazing. All that just texture to add curves. And then also, the other thing is a use of multiple different kinds of blocks. So we've got the mushroom stem, we've got the sandstone, we've got the end stone stuff, we got birch wood, and we've got end portal frames, which was the original block used for this build. Now I know in a regular survival world you would never use this because you can't physically get the end portal frames in any shape other than the naturally spawning in 3x3, but that's just to show how you can use blocks that one would never use to make buildings. But before we get into that, this is at the point in the video where I ask you to scroll down and see if you can find a big red button. If you can see a big red button at the bottom of your screen, what I need you to do is give it a little click. Just a little click. If you see a big gray button, however, then you're good. You don't need to do anything. Have you done it yet? Alright. Well, with that then, we shall go back and see True Fractal's reactions. Alright, True Fractal, I'm gonna show you what I made using End Portal frames.
Wait. Wow.
Whoa, what is that?
That's actually pretty good. Wow. Can you show me the top of the roof? I like how you oriented them differently depending on like the positions. And then can you go inside now? I like the lilies in the valley around the build. And I thought when I saw it, I thought it was gonna be a little bit too pale, but like and too much of yellows and whites and stuff. But when I looked at the roof, it definitely like if you kind of see the whole build, you see just enough blue to kind of complement it. And I like the interior as well. It doesn't feel too small, even though obviously, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Alright,